there, I'm Big Ole Nug, and we're here at my ranch checking out my gold sluice today. It's December the 4th, 2011. It's a beautiful day here in California. That's why I'm dressed appropriately. We get 398 days of sunshine a year, so I know where you guys are coming from. It's going to be a little colder, but I'm going to show you guys how I put together my gold sluice here. I'm going to run some material through there and just kind of break it down for you so you know what I did here, and then we're going to go inside and check out my gold panning operation and show you guys how to find some gold, okay? Alright, so first thing first, since it is such a nice day out here in California, I got to have a little cough medicine before we get started. That makes this entire experience more enjoyable. If I didn't do that, there's no way I'd be out here in the cold doing this. So what I got here is I got a 4-foot tall aluminum ladder. I could pay $98 online to get a sluice box, or I could come out here and find some crap in my yard that I'm not using, tear it apart, put it back together, and go spend $100 at Henry's Home for Less on the rest of the hardware, and I got a custom built sluice here. 4 foot long, 10 inches wide. You want to come in a little closer and I'll just show you some of the material in here. Yeah, so like I was saying, here's the hardware. It's a 4-foot tall aluminum ladder. I tore it all apart. This is a screen to a screen door that I cut up, put in here. This is a 98-cent filter underneath it. You can see it in there. And that's a filter for like a AC unit or a swamp cooler. I made a riffle section. This is called a riffle section here. I just used some really lightweight material here. Probably doesn't work worth a hoot, but it looks cool in there. And it's kind of, you can see if you get a little closer, it's causing a little bit of turbulence through the water, and that's what we want. We're trying to trap the gold nuggets in here, and we want some turbulence in the water. And I'm sure there's plenty of other good videos online, a lot better than this one that you can go look at, but nobody does it like I do it, and frankly, I do it the best. So I would really pay attention to this video here. You got a black mat in here. This is pretty much a piece of junk that I put in here, and I need to get a new one, but hey. And then this here, this is just a like a roller thing for rolling your paint roller out in your paint tray or whatever, and I just bent the tabs down, put it on here, and I'm going to show you. We're going to go ahead and get started. Oh yeah, no, I got a pump going too, submersible pump, so I can recycle my water, because reuse, recycle, re-dye is what we say around here at the ranch. I think I broke it. I probably broke it. Ah, we're getting some pressure now. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. As soon as this starts sucking a little more water through there, get a little more turbulence going. I really don't know what I'm doing, but like I said, I still do it better than anybody else. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I just put a little bit of dirt here on the top, let it start washing through. You can see the big rocks get trapped on top. All the little fine material goes through the grate there, and now it starts washing its way down through here, okay? Big rocks get trapped right here, you can see. Smaller rocks, really small rocks, and then all the fine material gets stuck right down in here. It gets stuck in that filter, gets caught up in the grate here. There's turbulence going through here, you can see it, and this thing's working right now. Underneath this filter, there's going to be a bunch of black material. You can even see some right here, maybe if you look real close. It's black sand is what it's called, and when you find black sand, you're finding minerals. That's the heavy stuff, and in the black sand is where the gold is, hopefully, okay? So all the big stuff, the stuff that's not heavy, not minerals, is supposed to roll on down this screen all the way down and out the bottom, and goodbye. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some more material in here and let you guys watch this thing work a little bit. Like I said, all this stuff I got at the hardware store or found around my house, most of it at Henry's Home for Less. You can basically find anything you need or make something that you need in Henry's Home for Less. They're going to owe me some money on that endorsement as soon as we're done with this. And this is just a 4-nozzle orbit, thing. You can split your hose into 4 ways. I don't know if you can kind of see that there or not. I'll pull it out a little bit. And I just got the middle 2 opened up to get my water through there. A lot of people do some complicated stuff with PVC pipe to make something like that, but I just went out in the yard and found it. Hell, works like a charm. Alright, so I'm going to run a few more loads through here, and then we're going to take a look at what we're catching down there in the screen, okay? You guys having fun yet, or what? Like I said, it's a sunny day in California, super warm. That's why I'm dressed in my summer clothes. Just enjoying the outdoors. See all them big rocks up there? I don't see any gold there, do you? Usually what I do is I take these and I just put them down here in the water for a minute, just kind of douse them around, pick them up, look at them, make sure they're not gold, throw them away. Same thing here. I probably should start a rock company here and start selling rock, because I really haven't found a lot of gold. But I know I'm doing it right, and I know I'm doing it the best way you possibly can. I know I'll find some gold sooner or later. You know, you can come out here on any day and just spend hours and hours doing this. I mean, it's just fun in the backyard, you know what I mean? See, I'm looking through all those, making sure I'm not throwing away any $900 gold nuggets. Alright, we got some good turbulence going. What I like to do is come up here and I'll take these big rocks right here, just kind of pull them off by hand, look at them, throw them away. I guarantee somebody paid good money for these pretty rocks. None of them are gold, so we don't care. Alright, so I got rid of some of those big nuggets. Just gonna kind of swish this around a little bit. If there's any gold in here, it should end up on the bottom, more or less. So I can mess around with this stuff and not really be afraid to lose any gold here. And if you can see the stuff that I'm losing over the top of these riffles is really fine. So if there's any gold in there, it should just keep going and get trapped down there in my filter. Alright, I think it's time to move on. We're going to go ahead and pull this out here in a second. I'm going to cut the tape. We're going to start back up and I'm going to show you what we find underneath there. So I got this thing shut down. I got the water shut down. My switch over there, I turned it off. So basically I'm going to start tearing this thing apart. What you do is you're just going to kind of start pulling the pieces out one at a time, keeping everything inside of here, and then what comes out, like this mat right here, I'm going to wash it off right here in my wash bucket. This is what all my material is going to end up in here. So I'm going to wash all the parts of my sluice in there, and if we've got any gold, it should end up in that 5-gallon bucket. This is my riffle set. Pull it out carefully, turn it upside down, drop it in there, wash it a little bit, set it aside. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull out my, I can't remember what this is called. It's like a, it's kind of like a riffle section, but it's my grate down here and it's got my filter underneath. You can see the filter's kind of coming up. What I want it to do, I want it to stay in the sluice. Okay, I'm going to pull my riffle section off, and just like I did with everything else, I'm going to wash it off real good, just in case there's any gold nuggets stuck on that thing somewhere. Wash it upside down, knock it around a little bit, just like that. Here's stuff coming out of it, set it aside. Okay, now's the important part. I want to keep this thing level. What I'm going to do is I'm going to knock off some of this bottom stuff, because I know this stuff was no good. It was just the stuff floating down. No big deal. Just take a little bit of that stuff off. The filter's right underneath there, and that's where the gold should be, is stuck in that filter. So I'm going to take this filter, stick it right here in my bucket, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push it on down. Oh, I forgot to show you. When I peel this back, see all that? That's black sand right there. All that's black sand. This is the fine stuff that gets trapped underneath this filter. See how black that is right there? That's the good stuff. That's the stuff we've been looking for. That's what we're aiming for. That's what this whole process is about, is getting that fine stuff. And maybe gold nugget or two. Oh, hey! Here's my inbred family that we got living with us right now. It's the Arrowwoods. They got 3 kids, 2 parents, and 1 on the way. Say hi, Tommy! Hi, say hi, Tanea! Yeah, so what?
And you're wearing overalls.
Hey, your rent's due, so hurry up and get a job, alright? Alright, so anyways, I really hate those people, but they're still living with me, so I can't really say that out loud. But I'm just, see what I'm doing here? I'm just washing this filter out, nice and easy. Oh good, they went inside the house. Alright, so I got that all nice and washed out. I'm just going to kind of squeeze that out a little bit, and then I'm just going to set this aside, okay? Now the last thing I'm going to do, I'm not even going to show you, I'm just going to tell you. What I do is I restart my pump, I take my hose nozzle, and I wash this all down into this bucket. Get up underneath these seams, wash that all down in the bucket, and then everything's in there. And that's what I'm going to pan later on, and we're going to show you that next. I just wanted to show you real quick what I made the bottom of my sluice out of. I don't know if you can see it or not. Here, I'll turn it this way. I spent a lot of money on these signs, and of course around here we don't allow smoking, so, and there's really no exits here on my property, so it's appropriate. So anyways, alright, so now we're inside of Lolo's. Pretty much every one of you guys have been in here at one point or another, playing cards, hanging out. It's my man cave. Tried to turn on the heater already, got it from Home for Less and doesn't work. It's a surprise. Okay, so what we got here, I'm going to show you guys how to pan real quick. In your kit, you're going to get a 10-inch pan. You're going to get what's called a snuffer, this little guy. And then you're going to get some of these, or one of these. Can't remember how many I bought, but anyways, you're going to at least have one of these. And this is what you can put whatever you find inside of here. And use the snuffer. I'll show you all that later. So we're going to go to the panning right now. He's going to zoom in and look right at the pan, and I'm going to show you guys how I pan. This is just some material that I've already run, but I'm just going to run it again just to show you. Okay, on this side of the pan you've got the riffles, just like outside there in the sluice. These are called riffles. And what you do is when we first run some of this big material over here, you want to get it up here just before this riffle, the material, and then you want to wash it. And basically what's supposed to happen is any gold is supposed to get stuck here. And then what I'll do is wash it all back down after I get rid of some of the material and then keep working it, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do, and everybody's got their own style of doing this. Mine, of course, is the best way to do it. But this is how you do it. You just kind of shake this whole thing down. I'm getting kind of everything really liquefied. One of the things that we do with the water in here before we put our material in, or when we have the water anyways, the water is supposed to have a little bit of soap in it, okay? And that breaks the surface, and for whatever reason it's supposed to help. So there's a teeny bit of soap. You can see some bubbles in here. That's what it is. Okay, so I'm going to get this stuff working. I'm going to I got it shook down. So theoretically right now the gold should be underneath all this material. And what's on top is nothing. It's worthless. Okay, so I'm going to shake this down a little bit. I'm going to get the material right there. You can see I got the water pushing off there. My material's all the way up to this ridge. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this thing at an angle. Here, I'll point it towards you so you can see. I'm going to start washing that stuff off. See how everything's kind of coming down? And if there's any gold in there, it should hang up on those ridges. We shouldn't lose anything. Okay, so once you got a good chunk of that material off of there, you do it again. And what you're doing is slowly but surely, you're getting down to the fine material. I'll take my hand and stick it out here as a little bit of a backstop, give it some vibration. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing again. Hold it at an angle, let the water wash about halfway, 3/4 of the way up the material, wash out the stuff that's on top, that stuff's worthless, and then go back to what we're doing. Okay? So you're going to do this a few times, and now if you guys are at the river, if you're at a creek, whatever, if you got a 5-gallon bucket of material, which is what I'm doing, and just bringing it home and messing around with it, this is how you're going to do it. No matter where you're at, this is how you're going to do it, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and wash some more off of there, and now we should be getting pretty close to the fines. You can start seeing some of that black sand material. That's what we want. Alright, so I'm going to shake it all down now. I've got it to a manageable pile here. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the other side of the pan. Now this is just all smooth. You can see this side of it's nothing but smooth. Well, what I did and what you want to do when you get your pan is put some dirt in there and rough it up really good. Rough up that plastic, and what it does is it creates lots of microscopic little scratches all over it, and that catches the gold. That catches the heavy stuff. So you want to rough your pan up real good before you get it. Okay. So I'm doing the exact same thing, swishing it around, bumping it against my palm. All the heavy stuff should be in the bottom. It should be in this nook when it comes around, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and wash the top off because it's all worthless. Just like that. Try to get some of those bigger rocks out of there because we know they're nothing. If it was gold, I'd see it for sure. Okay, now I'm getting down to just a little bit of material. Very manageable. Now when I get to this spot, what I like to do is I like to go ahead and swish it around a little bit and get some of these big rocks out of here. It's not a gold nugget. None of those are. And they just get in the way. At this point, what we're looking for is little stuff, little what they call pickers. It's a picker because it's the size of a booger. Alright. So I got some of them big rocks out of the way. I'm going to do a swish around again. Okay, now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Okay, I got just a little bit of water in here. I'm going to go ahead and let a little go. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start swishing this around. And you can see what it starts doing is it starts peeling off that top layer. And we're going to start getting around to the corner down there where the gold might be. I'm going to get this rock out of the way. I'm going to keep going. And right now, what you should just see, because I've already worked this material and I pulled everything out of it that I could find, so unless I made a major mistake, we shouldn't find anything in here. But you're going to start seeing just the black sand down there, which is pretty much all we're seeing anyways. There's some big rocks in there, but it's mostly black sand. Oh, what did I find right there? I may have made a big mistake. This is the biggest garnet I've found yet. I don't know if you can see that or not. Here, I'll put it right here in my hand. And they say where you find garnet, you find gold. That is the biggest garnet I've found yet, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that garnet with my tweezers and I'm going to stick it right here in this jar, and this is the material that I'm going to put, and I'm going to include this material in your sandwich bag of dirt that you're going to get in your pan. I've collected a bunch of garnets. I've collected some white gold, what they call flour gold in there. You can just see that a little bit. It looks like black sand, but when you start working around in here, and that's what I'm going to do here in a minute, is I'm going to work it in here, and you're going to see exactly what it is that you're looking for. Alright, so let me keep working this around. I can't believe I just found that garnet. That's the biggest garnet I've found so far. And I found it in material that I'd already worked. So, but obviously my method is still the best method that you could possibly use. Alright, I don't see anything else crazy in there. No fossils. You can sit here and stare at this all day long, and I do sometimes. I'll just stand in here and just keep staring. It's kind of peaceful. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the rest of this supposedly not very good stuff back in this bucket here. I'm going to wash out my pan. Alright, now I'm going to do something really crazy. I'm going to stick some stuff in here that's supposed to not have anything in it, supposedly. Okay? Just like that. And now I'm going to take the stuff that I've been collecting for a couple of weeks for you guys, and I'm going to put it in this pan right now. I've been collecting this stuff for weeks and weeks, wasting my time out here for pretty much nothing. And if there is something in here, which there is, it's called flour gold, I'm going to give it to you guys. I don't know if it's worth anything or not. If you had an ounce of it, I suppose it'd be worth about $1,800 or whatever gold's going for. I don't have an ounce of it. I have a measurable amount. But I'm going to give it to you guys for Christmas. And you're going to find this in your sandwich bag of material that I'm going to send with you. Okay, I got everything out of there. All the garnets, all the white gold, or all the flour gold. You can look up a picture of it online if you don't believe me. It's called flour gold. Grandpa Don doesn't believe me, but he doesn't believe a lot of things. Alright, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to kind of speed up the process just a little bit. And I'm going to show you guys what this stuff looks like. Sorry this video is so long. I like to talk a lot. Alright, so what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to wash this stuff back. I'm going to get it to where we see nothing but flour gold in here. Flour gold and garnets, including that big garnet that I just threw in there. This is a big rock I found earlier that I think might have something in it. Okay, here we go. See that? When I peel that back, you see all the black sand here. And then this is all flour gold. Look online, look at a picture of flour gold, that's what it is. It's not really a gold color, but it's flour gold. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your little snuffer that I included in your pack, and you're going to suck that stuff out of there. See that? Just like that. Okay, now it's inside of here. So now what you're going to do is So you're going to take your little vial that I gave you. You're going to turn that in there. And you're going to drop that in there. And boom. You just found your first gold. See it? Neither can I. Alright, well that concludes Big Nug's lesson on gold sluicing, gold panning, drinking Jameson, and hanging out. I'm including these items in your gold pan with a bag of this material. And I hope you guys don't waste as much time as I have on this, but you might. And if you don't have a job like I don't, you probably will. So that's it. Thank you for hanging out with Big Nug. Have a good day. Thank you, Carhartt. Thank you, Justin Big. Thank you, America and Ireland, for making Jameson Irish whiskey. Thank you, Home for Less, for the heater that don't work. Thank you, Denver Broncos and Tim Tebow, for being the love of my life.